example I'm going to show you is from this wonderful book by Storytelling with Data from Cole Nussbaumer Netflix, and I've modified it slightly, but this is the basic data. Let's imagine a clinical practice in which there are appointment requests and they're the appointments that are booked already, okay, and they're by calendar month. So what we want to do is portray that data. What we're going to do to start with is we're in Excel, and we're just going to insert a nice simple chart like this, okay? And it's that simple in terms of making it a bit bigger, in terms of Excel. And Excel gives you all sorts of options along the top about how we might be able to look at it. And unfortunately, these generally are, in my view, terrible in terms of Outlook and data. So we could look at this example for to start with. So it's got the two different types, appointment requests, which are in blue, the appointments booked, okay? And it's okay, but it doesn't tell us a story. It doesn't really help us really understand what's going on with this data. So let's try again. Okay, so we'll try again, and let's go insert and think of about a different type of data. So let's go for a simple line like this. Okay, so this time we've gone for a line graph, and that immediately tells us a little bit more information. It tells us that sometime in May we started to get a disparity between the appointments requested in blue and the appointments booked. So it's better, but how can we make that an even clearer story, an even better story? Well, we could spend a lot of time editing all of those pieces and such like, or better still, we could go right click if you're using a Windows machine and save picture, and it's going to bring us up, and we want something that's editable, an SGV, scalable vector graphics. So what we'll do is we'll call that, what should we call that? A point 2, okay? We're just calling it and saving it there. Now, if I then call up Illustrator, which is part of the Adobe suite, I go to File and Place and find my picture. What did we call it? We called it a point 2. There we go. A point 2. I can bring it in. It's a bit large, so let's make it transform scale. Let's make it 50% smaller. All right, so I brought it in. Now, the key thing is it's completely editable now. So if I take the little mouse here, then I can get rid of the background. Hold on. There we go. And get rid of the background. And I can start editing it. Let's get rid of these cluttery lines. Let's have that line as black, okay, and let's make all of that text, so swap it over black, and let's make some of those black as well. Okay, so my line's a little bit thick, so properties, scale, let's make that a much more modest line. There we go, let's make that the same size. Now, I don't really like those colors, so color, oh, I need a better color. Let's make that black. Okay, and we'll make what happened here? There we go. That's the line. I want to make that line black. Okay, so I've simplified it a little bit. Let's get rid of the chart title. Appointments booked was that, and appointments made was up there. Right, now it's still much too big. Back to that arrow, hold down shift key, make it smaller. Oop. There we go. And it's beginning to look a little bit neater and better. And I can keep on playing with that graph to make it really, really cool. All right, much better. And that's exactly what I've done with this one. Now, what I've done here is the reason for the discrepancy is they lost 2 receptionists, so there's not enough staff. So my graph now tells a story. Please hire 2 replacement receptionists. Appointments over time. It's saying when it happened, and it's clearly looking at the consequences of that action. So my graph immediately is visually clear. It's telling a very, very strong, clear story. That's what we're looking for. And the example comes from Cole's book, and it's so much better than the options. And it didn't take us very long to do. We made a graph and we exported it, we tidied it up, we told the story. That's what we're looking for.